Okay, good morning everybody. This is Henry Greiner at the Internet Marketing Technology Workshop, and thanking you for joining me this morning. We're at the top of the hour, just a minute or two after, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And let me just switch over here a second. And there we go. Good morning. I thought I would scare you and let you see what my office looks like in here as we start this morning. Trying to make it a little bit simpler than we did last week, a week and a half ago, for the first Google Hangout for the Internet Marketing Technology Workshop. And hopefully I will stay closer to the microphone. I had a couple people tell me that I was wandering. I do that because over here I have another computer where I can take a look and see what's happening and check my chat box from time to time. So if I get quiet for half a minute or 15-20 seconds, don't worry, you haven't lost me, as long as you can still see the images up here. So I'm going to switch back over to the screen share, and let me do this. Pull up the PowerPoint program. All right. By the way, when you look at the screen just below the window there, you see join by phone. You can dial my conference bridge number, and I am in there now. If anybody would like to dial that, I can speak with you directly. I'm going to plug the phone into my ear here in just a minute. If anybody wants to come on there and listen along. If you do that, it would be better if you turn down your speakers on the computer. You don't want to have the delay going back and forth between what you're hearing and what on the computer and what you're hearing on the phone. So if you want to dial in, it's 605-477-2100, and then there's a PIN number, 314810 with a pound sign. So that's 605-477-2100, and the PIN 314810 and the pound sign. That'll put you into the conference bridge, and you can listen along. Just make sure you turn off your computer speakers, turn them down so you don't hear the delay going on there. And I will check my phone from time to time here, and also be monitoring the chat box to see if anybody is putting any comments in there. Just going to check in here quick. Okay, see Brad in there this morning, and got some other people that have come in, so that's good. Glad to have you guys along with me. And so let's take a sip of water here, and then I'll get started. Okay. Well, this topic, as you saw in the email and you see on your screen now, is Introduction to Search Engine Optimization, or Search Engine Marketing as we refer to it at times. And when you think about SEO, or Search Engine Optimization, I want to mention a couple things here at the beginning. You want to think mobile SEO, think mobile search engine optimization. Because more and more people are using smartphones to find information online, it's important that you think in terms of what's going to happen with people looking for you online from their handheld devices, smartphones, iPads, other tablet devices, and so on. And so I've got a couple slides here I just want to run through. I'll just read these off here as we're looking at these. This is from searchengineland.com. This was an article they published on June 25th. So they're saying last month at the Search Engine SMX, is the Search Marketing Expo Advanced Conference in Seattle, the head of Google's web spam team, Matt Cutts, briefed the audience on the importance of mobile SEO. And his quote here is, "You really need to be thinking about mobile," said Cutts during his keynote session. We're starting to think a lot about mobile. the article goes on to say, not only is Google's head of web spam encouraging companies to make mobile SEO a priority, a recent post on Google's Webmaster Central blog, and you can just do a search on this on Google Webmaster Central blog, and you can see this article, confirmed the upcoming changes. We plan to roll out several ranking changes in the near future that address sites that are misconfigured for smartphone users. That's a very important comment. They plan to roll out several ranking changes in the near future that address sites that are misconfigured for smartphone users. And so what does that mean? Well, it's a couple more pages, just a couple more slides here to cover this. It says, in light of Google's impending updates, mobile marketing agency Pure Oxygen Labs performed a mobile SEO risk assessment on websites of the top 100 Fortune 500 companies and found only 6% have websites that comply with Google's mobile requirements. 6% of the top 100 companies out of the Fortune 500, only 6% had websites that complied to the new standard that Google's putting out there for mobile requirements. And this last quote here, according to the report findings, once Google's updates are complete, 2/3 of the sites evaluated risk their site ranking being downgraded in Google because they failed to serve mobile versions of indexed pages. So the gist of this is thinking about what is referred to as responsive mobile websites, or responsive websites that work on any size device. And if you go and look up that information from Google, you will see that they have 4 categories of websites that are approved under their new system when they roll this out. And later in this article it said that probably this will be in late 3rd quarter, early 4th quarter, expected to roll out probably in October, November, maybe as early as September, before the holiday season, because they want to have a good buyer's experience. I don't know how many of you did what I did last year going out shopping, but I would go into a store. I did this on one occasion. My wife had seen a book that we wanted to get for one of our granddaughters, our oldest granddaughter, Sarah, and we went to Walmart, and they have 2 versions of that book, an adult version and a child version. And she had seen the child version a week or 2 before. When we went back, it wasn't there. So what I did is I quickly scanned the USB code and found where it was available, and standing in Walmart, I ordered it from another company and had it gift wrapped and shipped to Sarah in Colorado. And a lot of people were doing this at shopping time last year. So it's expected that Google is going to make these changes that will affect top sites. Well, you know, I don't have any clients right now, any of our customers from Mission Springs Marketing that are in the Fortune 500, not yet. But it's important for you to think about, if you want your website to be found, that it is important to be thinking about these changes that will be coming up, and to make sure that you have a mobile optimized website, a mobile responsive website, to help people to find the information for you, to be able to find your website out there, and to be able to find the information that you're putting out on your website. So this is a big change that's coming out. It'll be the next rollout that Google will be doing. Here's a chart that just recently pulled off showing changes in smartphone ownership. And again, this is just a kind of an intro into search engine optimization, because it is so important to look at optimizing not only your website for people looking at your website from a computer, but also on smartphones. This shows changes from 2011 through 2013, May 2011, February 2012, and then May 2013. You can see over on the right-hand side under smartphones, smartphones are now used by 56% of all U.S. adults, and that's grown quite a bit just in 2 years. So as more and more people have smartphones, they're going to be using smartphones to go and look for your websites, to look for information. They're going to be putting in search terms. It might be home remodeler, it might be bathroom remodeling, it could be different types of tools and devices or products, services, whatever it might be. And if they don't find you quickly and easily from your smartphone, from their smartphone, you will not be found. They're not normally going to go to their computer and sit there. They'll use their smartphone. Excuse me, got a frog here this morning, I guess. Okay, so just a quick final comment here. Your customers have gone mobile, and so should your business. So that's about all I'm going to say about the mobile area right now. But on another webinar coming up here in another few weeks, I'll talk about that more, and mobile apps, as well as what I do now for all of my new customers. Have been doing this for probably a year or better, doing mobile responsive web designs. So I promised in the email and from what you saw on the registration page to talk about some of these terms, and here we have just a breakdown of what some of these terms are. SEO stands for search engine optimization, generally the title of a service to get more visitors, including search engine bots. We'll talk about that in a moment on the next slide here, to get the visitors and search engines to visit your website. SEM stands for search engine marketing and is more broadly used as the term for people that are in the business of helping companies get traffic to their website. It involves the marketing services or products via search engines. So that is those are two terms. Sometimes they're kind of used interchangeable, but they are a little bit different. CPC stands for cost per click, the price that website owner pays every time someone clicks on a PPC ad, an AdWords ad on Google or on other websites, banner ads and so on. Will also be PPC, Bing ads on Bing search engines and so on. And PPC stands for the pay per click. That's used in relation to paying for ads in Google, Bing, and other search engines. Those ads that normally you see on the top or the right side of the SERPs. And the SERPs are the search engine results pages. When you type in a search like roofers in Minnesota, roofers in Elk River, roof repairs in Elk River and so on, you're going to find a results page, and that's referred to as a search engine's results page. Usually you see about 10 of the organic listings popping up there. Next screen here is the search engine algorithm. Google search algorithm is used to find the most relevant web pages for any search query, and they continually keep changing this. This is one of the reasons that it's been so hard for people to do SEO themselves, because most people can't keep up with all the changes out there. Even small companies can't keep up with all the changes. I'll be talking about this a little bit later towards the end of the presentation here. Web crawler is also referred to as search bot. It's mentioned in another slide. Or Spider. It's a computer program that browses the web on behalf of the search engines, trying to discover new links, new pages, and these are the tools that the search engines use to go out and view your pages. And they view not the pretty pages that I create for you or that you have created, but they view the text, the code on the back of the pages. They don't see all the pretty images, so you're not going to make a search engine bot happy if you put a lot of video or pretty pictures or put even flash type media players on there and so on. They're going to see the code for those. They're not going to see the pretty pictures. And keyword density. To find a keyword density of any particular page, you just need to divide the number of times that the keyword is used by the total number of words in a page. If you're interested in learning more about that, go out and Google do a search on keyword density. Take a look at the Google Webmaster guidelines, and you'll see that they have a certain density, the number of times keywords should be on a page. Back in the good old days when I started doing websites for people back in the mid to late 90s, people would keyword spam their pages, and sometimes you go to a website and you start scrolling down a page and you'd not see any more information, but the scroll bar would keep you going. And what they were doing is taking their keywords and just jamming the keywords in white text. If it was a white page, they would have white text and put the keyword in over and over and over again. That kind of stuff no longer works. You'll get totally delisted if you try to do anything like that. And you'll also not get good rankings if you don't have the proper keyword density. So that's very important in SEO. Title tag is generally the title of a web page, and it's one of the most important factors inside Google's search algorithm. Ideally, your title tag should be unique and contain the main keywords of your page. There should be a title tag for every page that you create on your website, whether it's a blog page or a blog posting or actual blog page. Everyone should have a good quality title tag. Should be no more than 60 characters. And I have some tools that I use that I put in the websites that I build for my customers that gives you a countdown as you're typing in the title tags. That title tag is what you see at the very top of your browser screen, up in the above all of your menu bars and everything, up in the upper left-hand corner on the blue or black bar, depending upon what color frame you have around your website browsers. And if you go to my Internet Marketing Technology Workshop page that you're on right now, you'll see a title tag in the gray bar at the top there. There'll be the little icon for the browser type you're on, whether it's Firefox or Internet Explorer or whatever. So it'll either be a gray or a blue bar, and it should say Amazing Webinar. Mozilla Firefox is what it says on mine by default. It's just, that's not a great title tag, but it's the default one for the software that I use to run these Google Hangouts, and I don't send you directly to the Google Hangouts page. I have embedded my Google Hangouts video along with the chat window into the page. So, and just checking my phone here again. I don't hear anybody on the line, but if you do want to dial in, that dial-in number is right below the video. Just scroll down a little bit there. You'll see it's 605-477-2100, and the PIN is 314810 and pound. And I'll check from time to time and see if anybody is on the line if you have any questions. Or make sure that you go and log into the chat box, and you can log into LiveFire. It's free. You just go in there and log in. It'll pop up another browser window momentarily, and you can put in be typically your email address and a username or a password. Do something simple. You don't have to have a complicated one. And then you'll be able to come in and be inside the chat box where you can ask questions too. Okay, we'll move on to the next area I want to talk about. And two terms, organic search versus pay-per-click. And I'll show you what those two look like with an example from a page that I pulled here just in the last day or two. You'll see this is, I did a search on the search term roofing, roofing or roofing contractor. And you'll see where I've got circled the Sella Roofing. That's an organic listing. That's over, it's not one of the paid ads. Up at the top of that page, you'll see some ads further up that were paid ads, and then the ones right above this, where the words organic is, those are some other organic listings. And then we see what's referred to often as the Google 7-pack, the A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, up to 7 companies that Google's algorithm has pulled into this 7-pack, and that's tied to the Google Plus Local Up in the upper right-hand side there, you see the bottom of a map for roofing contractor, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Actually, that was the search term I put in that I created this page from. Roofing contractor, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's interesting to see on this page, if you look at the lower right, you see PPC, and I've circled seller roofing contractor. The roofing contractor was Minneapolis, Minnesota was the search term that I went with, and it pulled in these ads over on the right-hand side. These are all paid ads, and how much do you think, if you're in the chat window, type in how much you think it would cost if I were to click on the Sella roofing contractor link over there. You think they would be paying $2 every time I click on it? Maybe $5 every time I click on it? Maybe $10 every time I click on it? Well, let me show you a tool that we can use, you can use if you want to go out and find what your competition is doing, if they are doing anything with pay-per-click. And here is the tool is on spyfu.com. Spyfu, you can see the little image up there. It's spyfu.com. And you can get some free information, which I did here, or you can get an account and actually set up an account and pay for doing checks on your competition. This is a very interesting tool. You notice this chart over here shows the up and down of what they have paid. Now, as we come into the months of May, June, July, June actually, if this isn't a live link, of course, so I can't highlight it, but if I did, you'd see that they paid the most. But what I have circled there on the left side, daily AdWords PPC budget, $308 to $679 a day. That's the range that they are paying. So they are paying, and I forget what it was for every click on here, but it was fairly high. I think it was in the area of about $8 or $9 a click for every time somebody clicked on the ad there. So again, here's the difference. Go back to this other slide. The difference between organic and PPC. Organic is what you would do yourself, or you would hire a business like Mission Springs Marketing to help you to get your website ranked organically on page 1. And most of the searches, most search results that people click on don't go past page 1. And when we do a search, when we do keyword research, I'll talk about that again in a few minutes. We do keyword research, we'll go up to 15 pages deep and check the rankings for keywords. But again, most people don't. And the first half of those listings on page 1 are the people that get most of the traffic. And I've got some stats on that. If you're interested in that, drop me an email and I'll send you a information sheet that talks about that. So let's move a little bit further. Also, I'll pull up a page here in a moment and show you live, but towards the bottom of the page, one of the easy ways to see what people are searching on, I'll show you when I go over to a live website, is to start entering the keywords and then see what else starts to show up. And then also oftentimes at the bottom of the page, just above the Google that shows you to click the next button and so on, you'll see other searches related to roofing contractors. So you see there, roofing contractors, MN, roofing contractors in Minneapolis, roofing contractors reviews. Those would be review sites, maybe Angie's List, maybe Google Places, Google Plus Local, or their Google Places. They used to call it Google Places, and now they call it Google Plus Local. And I don't know, maybe next week they'll change it again. So if you hear me saying Google Plus Local, Google Places, they are all of the same thing basically. So let's go look online here, and I'm going to change my screen just a second here, make a couple changes. Hold on while I pull up a new window. and go back and change my screen share setting. And there I am again. And now we'll go over here and pull up this page. There we go. Okay, so I'm on a search results page, a SERPs page. I put in roofing contractor, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And here you will see Sella Roofing. Now, every time we do this, it doesn't always return the same results. This time, you notice that this Sella ad came up further. I'll be nice and not click on them. Their result ad came up a little bit further on the right on the PPC area. But if I go back in here, let me just change my browser a little bit so it shows up a little bit better for you. And I'm going to make it a bit bigger. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to go over here and backspace a little bit and start off with roofing. Roofing contractors, roofing shingles, roofing companies. These are search words that people are starting to type into their computers. These are the most recent and higher ranking searches. So if I was a roofing company or a building contractor, like one of my customers that I'm actually doing research on a, they do a number of things, but doing roofing is one of them. Okay, I just looked over and I see, Brad, you just posted a message there about this webinar being available later. Yes. In a few hours later today, the replay of this will be available, and everybody who signed up, I'll send out an email, let you know, they'll give you the link, let you know that that's live. So if you can't stick around, that's okay. I'm going to be finished up here in about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes at the most. I try to keep these under an hour. I know the first one last week or a couple weeks ago went longer, but I'll try to keep them to about half hour to 45 minutes typically. So anyway, back to this. When I start typing in a search, the first word that I put in, I want to stop and see what else comes up. And then I get to contractors. If I backspace a little bit there, I'll see contractors MN, St. Paul, Stillwater. So I could look at roofing contractors in St. Paul. And now this will pull up contractors in St. Paul area. And you'll see this is again the Google 7-pack over here. And then on the side and at the top in this shaded area, there is actually 3 ads. There'll be up to 3 ads at the top. They used to have ads at the bottom, and I don't see those anymore, so they keep changing this every once in a while. But typically there's 1 to 3 ads in a shaded area, and these are pay-per-click ads, and they may or may not be related to the information that you see down here organically. You'll see on the map, if I open up this map bigger, you'll see that there's numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've actually got numbers on the map. See, here's the 3, here's the 4. These are the locations for those companies. There's Sella, number 3, and number 4. Let's see if I can hit that one. Home Depot is showing up there, and number 5, residential roofing. Let's see if we can. Yep, residential roofing and Sella Roofing. Interesting, they're both names are both showing up when I hover over it. So again, this is the way that you can go in and do some searches. You don't have to do anything really fancy to start off your search engine looking for your search engine results or your keywords that you want to use. You can just start typing it in there. Then also, as I noted on that other slide, at the bottom, oftentimes you'll see searches related to roofing contractors. So roofing, roofers, St. Paul, Walker, roofing, St. Paul, roofing company, St. Paul, plumbers, St. Paul. That's interesting. I guess from the roof of the house to the bottom of the house, right? Top to bottom they're covering. Yeah, if anybody, by the way, the PowerPoints, I'm going to also start putting the PowerPoints that I do. I can't do the, I'm not going to be doing slide captures or screen captures of the actual windows that I'm on here when I go to live, but I will be putting the PowerPoint presentations up in the client, in the customer area for those who are members of the Mission Springs Marketing customer support area that we'll talk about here towards the end of the meeting. Okay, let me go back here. And I want to show you some things. Now, you can do search engine optimization yourself. A lot of times it's amazing. I've looked at hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of websites over the years, and a lot of times I will do something quick. Let me just show you what I do. Let me just pick one here. I'll just random. Let's see this company. Go take a look at their website. Okay. Osted Construction. First thing we build is trust. Okay. So site looks pretty good. I have a tool up here from SEO Book. If you go to seobook.com, you can actually download this. I put it into Firefox. It doesn't work. I don't believe it works with Internet Explorer. You want to get Firefox if you're going to work on your websites. This site has a page rank of 1. Google has an index from 0 to 10, and they rank pages, so their website has a PR of 1. They have 48 pages indexed in Google. Gives some other information, so on in here. They have down in their footing, in their footer area, they have set up links. They put the names of different cities that they go to. And if you look down in the, I'm pointing, if you could see me, I'm pointing to the very lower left corner of the screen. And as I hover over something, you'll see the item show up in the status bar down there. So as I hover over Lake Elmo, I can see ostedconstruction.com /pages/Lake Elmo. It's got, that's good. They've got the footer area laid out with most of the information that Google will want to see. I won't take time to pull this up on my phone to see if it's optimized for a mobile responsive site, but the site itself looks pretty good. But let me just show you. I'm going to click on Control U on my keyboard, and then I'm going to have to check and make sure. Whoop, try that again. Hit the wrong letter. There we go. Trying to look around the microphone and I hit the wrong thing. Let me just check and make sure that in my screen sharing that I'm letting you look at the right screen here. Just take a second. There we go. When I switch between screens, actually, I have to keep switching within the Google Hangouts tool. But this is what the search engines see when they visit this website. So here's what's called meta tags, metadata. Over on the side here, here's the title for the website. They've got a good title in there: exterior remodeling, new roof siding, gutters, and so on. They have the keyword generator. They've got a generator that they're using, getliveedit.com. This is built on the Live Edit. It's not a WordPress platform. It's built on the Live Edit program. And then the meta tag for keywords. Here's their keywords: their construction name, lifetime warranty, storm damage, historical renovations, GAF, master light, residential construction, commercial construction, exterior. Okay, so when you are looking to do SEO work for your own website, don't do what I'm assuming this company did or their web designer did. They just pull off words that they think are good. Lifetime warranty. If I was looking for a roofing company, would I be searching on the term lifetime warranty? If I put that into Google, how many search results pertinent to getting a good roofing contractor would I find? Storm damage is one of the services that they do, but that may or may not be a good search term to help me to find them. GAF, Master Elite, is probably a product that they use, probably the main one that they use for their roofing materials. Residential construction, commercial construction. The word exterior, what does that mean? If I type that into the search, so what I do is I go and use some search tools to find out if people are really searching for terms that I'm going to put on the website that I'm working on. And if I do this manually, when I do this for a customer that has ordered a search engine optimization service, and I have my SEO team work on this, we have some other tools that help us to do this fairly automatically. So we find the search terms that people are actually looking for. There's a lot involved in that, but not having the right meta keywords on here to start with is not good. Okay, so let me switch back to website again. To my browser screen. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what the search terms look like. If you look at the upper, let me try to blow this up again a little bit. Here we go. In the upper left-hand corner, I don't know if my screen's cutting that off for you or not, but in the upper left-hand corner, you can see the title tag that was the description, the name that they had in the name area. And it says Osted construction, exterior remodeling, new roofs, siding, gutters in the Twin Cities, Minnesota. And so that's a good title tag. That's what the company seems to be doing. They're doing residential, commercial. They've got green roofing. For the most part, looks like they've got a good site. They've got a call to action on the home page here, what you want to do to get people to fill this out, to request a quote, and excuse me, find out what they're looking for. They have evidently a number of states. It looks like they've got all the states in the country. Maybe this is a national company that that this site is built on. If not, I wonder if I put in, let's see, Kentucky, if they would get back to me or just tell me, no, we're not working in Kentucky. Not sure about that. It'd be interesting. They have phone numbers up here that if I'm looking at this on my my computer, as I'm doing right now, I can see the phone numbers and I could pull up my phone and dial in. But if I'm not using the computer, if I'm actually using a smartphone and I pull this up, I want to be able to touch these numbers and be able to dial it. So it doesn't look like they've set that up to make that happen. They could have, but just doing a quick look at it doesn't look like that's able to have that happen. So that's how we do some searches, some really simple stuff to help you to select the proper keywords to use on your websites. Take a look and find keywords that people are actually searching on, not something that you think people would be searching on. start off by putting your business name in here. If you're an electrical contractor, I'm going to start typing it in slowly. You can see as I start typing in electrician, puts up electrician salary, electrician Minneapolis, jobs, and so on. And this is something because I am searching locally, and you can tell if you click on search, let's see, they keep changing this, search tools, there we go. Search tools, now it shows that I am in Elk River. I can change this. I can pull up the search results for any location that I want to. I can change this in here by clicking on search tools. But because I'm sitting in Elk River, and I'm connected with my internet through Charter Communications, it knows the IP address. Google knows the IP address that I'm running off from is located here in Elk River. It's coming off a Charter system. So by default, I have geo-targeted results. So Andy's Electric, Reichly, and these other ones in the Elk River area show up, and got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them showing up here. You don't see, you see some Google reviews in here, which we'll talk about on another webinar, which are important. But this is interesting because a couple of years ago, and I don't know if Andy or his assistant is on here right now. I don't see the names of everybody that's logged in. But a few years ago, I talked with Don Horvath of Andy's Electric here, known Don for a number of years, and talked about updating his website that had been built several years earlier. And he said, I'm getting phone calls all the time from companies that want to put me on page 1 of Google. So I pulled up my computer, sitting in his office, I pulled up my computer, and I said, well, you're already on page 1. And he said, what? I said, yeah, you don't have to pay any of those guys because you're already on page 1 for the term electrician. And I did a couple other searches, electrical contractor, and so on. So, you know, if you can get on page 1, that's where you want to be. Now, there's some other things. As I hover over the name here, you can see towards the right-hand side of the page, it pulls up the Google page, the Google Plus local page that Google has created for him, and showing the information, some of the basic information there. We'll talk about this on another webinar about how to claim and create your Google Places pages, and you can add your own photos and images and text files and so on to that. So just a couple other quick resources I want to show to you here. Here. If you type in, I'm not going to have much time to go through all this because I'm already 45 minutes into it. I know I'm going to run a little bit later, but I want to show you this is the Google AdWords tool. If you type into a Google search, you can find the link for this. Type in Google Keyword Planner, Google Keyword Planner, and pull up screen here. I've got some keywords that I'm going to add in here. I'm not going to switch screens, but I'll show you on here in just a second. I'm going to copy and paste these from a notepad file. I put in a search term roofing, roof repairs, roofing contractors, and then I copied and pasted that and then added a geo-target, a geo-target keyword to that. So it's now roofing Elk River, roofing repairs Elk River, roofing contractors Elk River. And I did the same thing for the third group of those search terms for roofing, roof repairs, and roofing contractors, and added Minneapolis. Because of our location, a lot of people in the Elk River area and surrounding suburbs around the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, and St. Paul, do commute, and sometimes they're doing their searches, oftentimes doing searches from computers that are not located in Rogers or Zimmerman or Elk River or Maple Grove. They're in the Twin City area. So putting in Minneapolis and St. Paul as a geo-targeted keyword will help you much more. We can pick the category. I'm just going to pick home and garden, and then it's going to make me go in here and put in the CAPTCHA. Fortunately, it was an easy one. I can almost read this one. Let's see if I did it right. Now, how could I mess that one up? Now I have no idea what this other one is. C-A-R-R-E-N-O. That's not going to work either. A-G-E-S-A-G-U-A-O. I think that's right. We'll try it. Hey, got in. Okay. All right. So now I know what people are actually searching on for keywords. Roofing contractors, Minneapolis, high competition. Global searches, monthly searches, it breaks it down. We can see how these keywords are showing up, and it gives me additional keywords. Flat roof repairs. It will give me suggestions in here for other keywords. Excuse me. Anything that you see as high competition, it's going to be hard to get your website. If you're in that market with high competition, it's going to be hard to get good rankings for keywords that have high competition. But this is the tool to use to find what people are really searching on, or as I showed you a few minutes ago, the easy way is to actually go in to the Google search tool and start typing in search terms. Electrician Minneapolis. See what that pulls up. And then take a look at the bottom of the page. This is the quick and easy way to find. This is the next step. The next step to doing that is to use the Google. You'll need a Gmail account to do anything with Google. So if you have a Gmail account, it'll ask you to log in. If you want to do different things, I'm not actually signed in here, so it is giving me the results. But if you want to do anything with this, if you want to run a PPC program and do that, I wouldn't suggest you take that on yourself. I've got one client in New York that's paying a PPC expert a lot of money every month to run these campaigns, and so that can get expensive. That's one way to do it. A couple other quick things I want to show you. Search Engine Land, I mentioned that. SearchEngineLand.com is a website that you can find a lot of information about what's going on in the whole search engine field. They keep up with Google and Yahoo and Bing, what's going on, the spending that's going on out there. So if you want to learn more yourself, and here's SEObook.com. This is where I got the toolbar that you see. Gives me all kinds of information. I can actually go and look up a lot of information you wouldn't think that you can find out there, free and quickly in 5-10 seconds using this toolbar. And the website itself has a lot of information. Do it yourself SEO success kits. 7 days to SEO success. I think it takes a little longer than that. So those are some of the tools that you can use out there to actually do search engine optimization yourself. I'm going to switch back over here. I can pull up my browser, and I'm going to go back over to my PowerPoint slide. To wrap up. So hopefully this has been helpful. I just want to conclude with a couple more things. Just wanted to show you what we do when we help a client with keyword research. I can help you do keyword research if you want to utilize services of Mission Springs Marketing for any keyword programs, pay-per-click programs, to do website audits, a number of different services. I can do these and get you the information at little or no cost up front. Now, this is a screenshot for one of my customers that we're doing research, home builder, custom home builder. It does siding, roofing, and remodeling with bathrooms and kitchens and so on. And you can see the monthly searches. The way that we pull this information in is it pulls in the monthly searches. The next column to the right of that, rank 1 through 10, it shows the percentage of keywords, percentage of times that those keywords are coming in the top area of the home page. The next column over, PPC competition, it shows what the competition is. Actually, the first column over there, you see keyword classification advanced or basic. We actually break down those high keywords that are hard to compete with the low keywords and so on. And then one other area that we look at is, although we're not necessarily doing the keyword research all the time to do PPC programs, pay-per-click programs, most of the time we're doing search engine optimization for clients, both on-site and off-site, meaning that we're getting the keywords and everything right on the website itself, and then getting everything set up off-site so that other sites link back to you. But one of the things that we pull in is the AdWords cost per click, or CPC. So you can see that some of these people are paying, for instance, for siding contractor St. Paul MN, they're paying up to $34.66. That's the maximum. Doesn't mean every time somebody clicks on an ad for siding contractor St. Paul MN that some business is using as a PPC ad. Doesn't mean every time they're doing that somebody's paying, they're paying $34 to Google, but they're paying up to that amount. And they set maximum daily spends and so on. But any of the keywords for these areas for this company are going to be from $2.89 for many Minnesota home builders. Down in roofing, there's some $21, $12, $10, and so on. Now we're not, excuse me, we're not looking at running a PPC program for them, but these give us an idea of the value of those keywords. So we want to understand not only the monthly searches that's in this other column, but we want to understand the value for these searches in PPC programs. Okay, so kind of to wrap up, you have choices when it comes to working on search engine optimization. You can do it yourself, learn how all this works, keep up with all the changes, sometimes almost weekly. You can hire a staff person who is good at it and keeps up with all the changes. You can outsource to a local company that has the staff and skills needed to help you. I have at my disposal, my resources are over 200 people that do everything from building websites to doing graphic work to doing copywriting, SEO work, everything that involved with building and maintaining an online presence I have available to any of my customers. And so that's important because small companies that might even have 5, 6, a dozen employees, unless they have 1 or 2 people that are devoted totally to doing search engine optimization, keeping up with it all the time, it is almost impossible to be able to do what we can do for a customer. So that's important to have a company that can do that. So if you need some help, if you're looking to do some keyword research and to drive traffic to your website, If you know other people, local business people that need to get traffic to their website, get in touch with me. I'd be glad to help you to take a look at that. This last slide here, some of the services that we offer. We do website audit reports, SEO services, local buzz services, which promotes through Google, Bing, Facebook, and also Foursquare. Some businesses, restaurants, and things like that would utilize those services. Of course, web design services, building websites. I've been doing that for golly, since back in I guess 95, 96 was the first ones that I built here for businesses locally, the Bank of Elk River and some other businesses. City of Chanhassen, the City of Elk River is one of their first websites. Pay-per-click advertising, online reputation management. Reputation management is another big area that I'll be talking about further in another webinar. That's a big topic. So just to wrap up again, as I did in the first webinar last week, for those people who are interested in getting my help on an ongoing basis, I do have at the Internet Marketing Technology Workshop on the 15th, which is coming up on Monday. I will no longer be providing free services in the security backups, the daily backups for the websites, or the types of things that I've been offering in the past. I need to do this on a more advanced level to provide the services to you that you want. So we're going to be offering this, and there's something I forgot to add on to this. I didn't make a slide for this, but I'll mention it. But here, just to run through the list, if you send me the postings that you want on your website, 2 blog posts each month, you write that up as a Word document, send that to me 100 to 500 words along with 1 or 2 images. I will format that. I will get the proper subject line for the blog posting, pull out the proper keywords of the blog posting, and set everything up the way it should be, and post those for you, up to 2 of them a month. Monthly security updates to WordPress. WordPress is being updated all the time. The plugins, the extra pieces of software that run your WordPress site are being updated all the time. And if you're not doing that, you could have your site compromised and hacked, or you could have some other problems that just happen because of outdated software. Daily website backups and the website themes, as well as the data. I'll be doing that for the members only. Access to all of the replays. When I do these free webinars, I will have the replays available for 2 to 3 days. And you'll get, for people who have subscribed and registered or people who have registered who are on the webinars and are on my mailing list, will get access to those. But after that, they'll be archived for members only. You get discounts for pricing on website design, hosting, and SEO and other services. Phone and email support. That's noted on the website on that, on the members option area. Access to all members only content, including other recorded webinars, PowerPoint presentations, audio files, tips, tricks, getting traffic to your website, and so on. And products and service discounts from Mission Springs Marketing and affiliates, other people that I work with who will offer you services. So making internet business easy, that's what I am about. I want to help local businesses. I want to help my past and future customers to get found, to do things right, to be able to make money as we go further and further into this digital age. So with that, I'm going to go back over here to the scary part and say thank you for being with me today. And if you have any questions, you have my phone number, you have my email. Drop me an email at henry@missionsprings.net, or give me a call. Hoping that all of you will take advantage of my new services starting on the 15th. I will, as you saw in the email that I sent out the last day or two, most of the websites that I have been working on for the last several years that have the automatic backups, daily backups, and so on, I'll be deactivating that software and doing some final reviews, make sure all of your plugins are up to date and your WordPress operating system, your main core WordPress software is up to date. But after the 15th, that's it, unless you are a member. So my hourly rate, the membership rate is half of what my hourly rate is. So I'm cramming in a lot of things that I'm doing. And the other thing that I didn't add to the slide is starting on the, I think it's the 22nd, 24th, for all my members, I will be installing a new package into the back office. When you log into your WordPress dashboard, you will have access to about 50 to 60 videos that are updated automatically all of the time, and those are videos showing you how to use WordPress, how to do blog postings, how to do pages, how to basically everything you need to know about working with WordPress is going to be in the back office there in the dashboard for you to view. And those are 2-3 minute clips. It's not long, so it's just by topic to show you how to use that. And there is a video, a WordPress manual that you can print off if you wanted to. I think that's about 100 and some pages. So if you want to have a hard copy, you can print that off too. That'll be linked up. So that'll be added later in the month here, just after after I get everything converted over and set up for all my customers. So thanks. Looking, I'm 2 minutes after the hour. I did run long again. Can't keep me down to a couple minutes, I guess. So thanks for being with me, and I'll say goodbye. Give me a call or email me if you need any help or have any questions about the new Mission Springs customer support services, and we'll catch you again in another week or two on the next webinar. Have a great day. Bless you. Bye-bye. Any questions about